All right, what's up, guys? Chokasur here, and we're back with another Secret of Mana Randomizer Seed of the Week. This is number 214, and for this week, we have a Vanilla Long Seed for this week. All right, so first of all, I am feeling much better today. I'm pretty much over whatever I was going through for the past several days. Um, But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm 100%. I'm more like 85%, but I'm well enough to, talk and do commentary for this seed. So that's what we're gonna do. Um, so today is Saturday as I'm recording this seed. You guys won't see this until Friday when it goes up on the channel. So with that said, let's take a look at the flags. We have, I think, 11 of them. Starting off, we have a sprite start. We have restrictive logic as always. We also have the flamey drum in logic this week. So we will have to locate the flamey drum amongst the checks. We also have randomized boss elements. So the bosses will have randomized elemental affinities to them. They can cast spells of their randomized elemental affinity. Some of them may spawn as non-elemental, which means they can use a variety of elemental spells from various elementals. We also have start with one and find the other. Basically, this means we are going to be starting off with two characters instead of one. So either we're going to be joined by the boy or the girl at the start, and then whoever's left will have to find them. We have starter gear enabled. So basically, instead of just starting off with the chest piece for each character is going to start off with the chest piece, the bracelet, and a helmet of the lowest tier. So Sprite, for example, instead of starting with just the midrobe, he will have the midrobe and a rabbit cap and I believe an elbow pad as well. So basically, we won't need to look for armor immediately. So I mean, if it comes down to it, we can sit on our starter gear for a little bit before we need to upgrade. So I mean, starter gear is a pretty nice flag to have, especially early game. We also have oops, all owls turned on for this seed. Now you may not notice that there is no randomized enemy, so it is going to be owls this seed, which this flag by itself can drive you crazy because there's going to be nothing but owls silencing us like every 2 seconds. So it's going to be a rough seed just because of that. But we'll see. We also have allow locked items turned on for this seed. So basically, not everything is going to be available to be obtained. There is a chance that uh, everything is going to be obtained. So we may we may see locked items, we may not. We also have MP restore at level up disabled, so we will have to keep tabs of our MP consumption on the sprite especially. It also means that we will need to rely on fairy walnuts or ends, or if we find Luna, we have to rely on magic absorb to keep our MP up. We also have faster weapon levels disabled as well. It is what it says. Um, Weapon levels are going to increase like they do in vanilla. So every kill gets you 9 experience points at level 0. So I think it's like 12 kills for a weapon level up or something like that instead of the usual 3. And last but not least, we have a 100 gold start. So yeah, already I can already see that this seed is going to be a pain in the rear end because we will be dealing with nothing but owls the whole seed. So with that said, here's hoping that the girl is our other starting character and we find Dryad somewhere early. That way we can take advantage of the wall spell and reflect those silent spells back at the owls. But who knows? Um, we also have to deal with locked items as well. MP restore at level up is disabled as well. So yeah, this seed could prove to be a tough one. All right, so let's get started. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I am crossing my fingers that the girl is the other character here. Okay, whip start is good, and it's the boy. All right, so no girl for our starting character, unfortunately. Okay, there's a water seed right off the bat, and it looks like we are starting off with the gloves, int and fire. Whip is dark and int. Okay, so int on both weapons here, which is nice. Okay, not needed Sylphid. And again, we do have our starter gear enabled. We're only checking shops just to see what's in them. Okay, Griffin Helm, Ruby Vest. I think I'd go right to upper land here, actually. Yeah. I think the play here is to go right to upper land. Check out the orb. Alright, so we gotta be really careful around these owls. Okay, nothing there. As a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna swap weapons with the sprite here. He can have the gloves. So, last time we did an owl seed was a couple of months ago, if I recall. So there's several ways we can deal with, the silent spam. The first way is if you see an owl, you want to try to smack it as soon as you can and try to kill it, because otherwise it will get its silence off. The second way is to cast wall, obviously, so you can reflect it. Like right here, we want to smack him before he gets that silence off. Okay, he got that off, unfortunately. And they're almost always going to target the boy. Okay, so Dryad is the orb here. Alright, 200 bucks. And an axe orb. I suppose we can keep that, honestly. I mean, 200 bucks isn't much, but it can help. Can we hit this? Got him. Okay, we're getting silenced by that one. Oh, that was on the sprite. Okay. Interesting. Trying to think if I want to go straight to ruins here. I might just go straight to Pandora Ruins. Okay, we already read that sign. Alright, needed Luna. Okay, so Luna is required for Grand Palace this run, which means we will need to find her. Alright, Shade in a chest. There's the silence. Alright, we need to protect him from getting swarmed here. There we go. Not needed gnome. Okay. So gnome not required. And Sylphid not required. Needed Undini. Okay, so we're getting some really good hints here about what's needed for Grand Palace. So far, Undini and Luna are required. Okay, we want to... All right, 200 bucks. Nothing there. Not needed known. We already know that. Okay, he's going to cast silence. There's nothing we could do about that guy because he's way down there. We can't possibly hit him in time before the silence goes off. Okay, that one's... Yeah, this is on split. Yeah. Honestly, owls are the type of enemy you really need to either avoid them or deal with them, because if they start swarming all over you because you're silenced, then there's a chance that you can take a ton of damage. These guys can critically strike, so you have to be extremely careful around them. I mean, they aren't called flappy deaths for nothing. They can actually kill you if you give them the chance, and if your defense is low enough. Okay, there's a whip orb, which I honestly might just forge. All right, what do we got? Ooh, Tiger Caps, Golden Tiara. Let's see. Chain Vest I'm actually going to grab for the boy here. Don't have that much money right now, so I'm going to save my money for now. Give the boy a little bit more defense here. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and forge the whip here. Okay, Giga's Flail. Dragon's Strength Thunder. This is actually not bad. Owls are strong against thunder, but they can still be stunned. Okay, silver needed for that. I honestly might just do this right now while I'm here. Okay, glove orb. Yeah, I think I just go ahead and save split here and do these bosses. I might as well. It is randomized boss elements though, so there is that to deal with. Alright, Snapdragon. We want to make sure we keep our distance from him. Okay. Alright, he's dead. Alright, Jab Orb, Sword Orb, Glove Orb, reset. Not interested. I could have kept the Glove Orb, yeah, but I'd rather not. So, this is probably going to be a slower paced seed because we have to deal with all the owls. I swung the wrong way there. Got him. Yep. Mm. Oh, he's fire element. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a slower pace seed, I feel. We don't have Primm, unfortunately. We don't have Dryad. Um, it's also Flaming Drummer Logic too, so. Okay, Bozor, 2,000 bucks. I'm actually going to keep that. And we're going straight to the shop. Okay, 2 Tiger Caps is 2,200. I would rather go like this for now. Buy 2 of these. Get this. And we'll grab this for the boy. And I'm also going to grab some candies and herbs here. Okay, sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this as well. Sell the bandana. Sell this. We want to make sure we have enough defense for these owls, honestly. Because once they start swarming all over you, they're going to lock you down pretty much. And if that happens to both of our characters, then we won't be able to move. And as I mentioned earlier, they can critically strike. Can we hit this? Hit this, hit this? Good. Oh, Sprite. Alright, 500 bucks. We take that. And this is why stun is good against owls, because you can keep them in place and they won't get their silence off. We need to try to hit both of these here. Got him. Hit the other one. There we go. Alright, Axe Orb. Alright, let's see. Oh. Was not prepared for that. I honestly didn't think he would spawn there. But yeah, weapons with crowd control effects like engulf. Oh shoot. Engulf and stun work really well against these owls. Because if you can find any way to prevent them casting silence, then it'll be advantageous towards you. Alright, let's check the Kuiper shop. We know Tiger Caps are in Dwarf Village. Okay. Hit him. That's on spike. Yep. Alright, so now we're in that situation where we're all locked down because we're silenced. I might be able to get around this one over here. Come on. Oh my god, this is why I hate owls. Exactly why I hate dealing with owls. They're obnoxious. But yeah, you see, if you just sometimes they'll start on the ground and then they'll rise up and cast silence. If you can hit them before, let me check this hint first. If you can hit them before they rise up off the ground, you can stop them from casting silence. Like right there. Okay, Salamander is late. Alright, okay, Golem Wings here. That's nice. I'm gonna grab one for the Sprite because his defense is lower right now, honestly. So we'll go ahead and grab this for him. And like I said, the owls, when they start flapping all over you, they can sometimes crit you. Because each one of those flaps is an attack. They're basically stacking hits on you. I mean, if your defense is low enough, yeah, those hits are going to register. But if your defense is high enough, then you'll block most of their attacks. Although, granted, they'll leave you, you know, pretty much stuck in that one spot. They'll leave you stuck in block animation. Right here? Yep. Although we're not doing much damage to them because they are thunder element, or wind element rather. And we have a wind elemental whip. I'm mainly trying to hit them for the CC effect. Alright, made it through. Still no magic yet. We do have a mana seed. Okay. Okay, this guy looks to be non-elemental. Ah, wow. He would cast that. Really? Oh, brother. Don't you love randomized boss elements? This is the kind of stuff that happens. dead. Whew. So annoying. All right, Axe Orb, Bow Orb. Yeah, this seed is gonna be. This seed is gonna be annoying. It already is annoying. And it's even more annoying because we don't have the girl. Okay, this power risk, we really don't need that at this point. Alright, so we are either looking for the flaming drum, obviously, or we're looking for Dryad. Okay, nothing on Primm. Alright, Earthseed, Boom Orb, 600 gold. Okay, there's Dryad, Spear Orb, and Mage Mallet. Okay, so there's Dryad. We also have the Water Seed and the Earth Seed. Part of me wants to go right to Upper Land right now, but I probably shouldn't do that. Hit this. We'll go ahead and prep my Dryad here. Alright, so let's see. We still have Mantis Ant. We can check the Water Seed pedestal. Oh, actually, you know what? Since I'm here, grab this for the boy. We can check the Water Seed pedestal. Check Undini's cave. And I think that's all we can do right now. We don't have a cutting weapon, unfortunately. I mean, unless we find either a cutting weapon or a Sylphid on the next couple of checks. Alright, level 2 burst. I feel as though I should just go right to Upper Land, but I probably shouldn't. Could be a situation where the Flaming Drum is an early game. Especially seeing the fact that we do have both the Water Seed and the Earth Seed. There could be a Sylphid somewhere early. Right here. Alright, so I think the play here, let's check Mantis Ant. The play here, I think, is to check Mantis Ant, and then we go to Water Palace. Drop a save. We do have a level 2 burst, so hopefully these bosses shouldn't take too long to kill. Tiger. Okay. There's also a chance that we run into the girl as well, and if we do, that would be really good because then we could cast the wall spell. Wow, we're level 9 already? Alright, sword orb, 800 bucks. Sure, we'll keep it. Alright, so I'm actually gonna drop a save right here. In case we don't find a cutting weapon or sylphid within these next 2 checks. Alright, so we're gonna head on over towards Water Palace and Undini's cave. Right, yeah. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and toss one of these out. Texas. Ooh. You did. Yeah. I probably should have just switched her element right there, right at the start of the fight, and that way we can avoid Pigman's glare. All right, Axe Orb. Okay, so nothing here. Let me refill my MP. We're not gonna save though. Oh wow, they both got silenced. Oh my god. Thank you, Spike. This seed is absolutely annoying. Alright, so we know Undini and Luna are required for Grand Palace. Still don't know where the Flaming Drum is. Boomerang, nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reset out of that. I don't need the boomerang that bad. I got 2 orbs for it, yeah, but I think I would rather just reset out of that. Alright, so what are our options here? Not many. You can't do anything else in early game. Can't check my Tango if we don't have the axe. Fire Palace seems like a pretty awful play. I mean, we do have the gloves, so there's that. Honestly, I think I just go straight to Empire here. Yeah, I think I just go straight to Empire. Wow. And my sprite's caught in the middle of it. Ice Country. We have the whip, so we can fully clear it. But do I want to, though? I think this is one of those situations where I need to choose correctly. I'm honestly thinking Empire, though. I'm thinking to go Empire here. What you got? Okay, Quilter Hood's nice. Ooh, this is even nicer. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. A sprite. Oh, I forgot to get that golem ring to the boy. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that. Not that. Forgot to give that to him. You can have the circlet. Yeah, I think I just go right to Empire here. I don't particularly like the Ice Country play. I mean, granted, I can full clear it right now, yeah. The issue is I don't have walnuts. I think that's the main issue I have right now, is that we don't have walnuts. Ice Country is a play where you either want to have Luna or you want to have walnuts if you have Dryad anyway. Because otherwise, those boss fights aren't going to be fast. They're going to be slower. So I think Empire is the overall better call here, because at least I can go back to Northtown to refill. Okay, Sword of Mara. Okay, boy's getting silenced. Yeah. That's on Sprite. Please! I hate owls so much. Okay, we take that. I actually do need a little bit of money here. Okay, whip just hit level 2. Yeah, so the problem with having owls is the fact that you really can't run past them without getting silenced most of the time. And either you have to switch characters or you just have to deal with them. Alright, Fire Final is dead. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the Fire Seed pedestal. Uh, hmm. This would be perfect if I had the money. Fairy Swing would actually be so good right now because Fairy Swing actually blocks silence. And then we wouldn't care about these guys at all. Can we force the glove here? I suppose we can. Okay, strengthen ice. Alright. Of course, the only way I could get a fairy swing right now is if I do the money glitch, but we're not going to do that. We don't do glitches like that on these seeds. Try to stop the silence here. Alright, jab orb. $1,000. Alright. Go out. Oh, you got silence too, I see. Just get me to the door. Just get me to the door. I can't get to the door. There you go. Okay, there's the sea hare tail. We'll rope out. We'll save. How much money do we have? 3,300. Okay, here's what we do. We're gonna grab a couple of walnuts from the shop here. I think I will grab about 3. Yeah, we'll grab 3 for now. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop a save. We check the Northtown Castle bosses, Metal Mantis, Mech 2. I don't need to stay, I think. I'll do it anyway just to refill Sprite's MP. I'm not even silenced. Why are you attacking me? What the hell? Oh, brother. Of course. This is not what I wanted to see. Well, ain't nothing I could do right now. I'm locked down. I can't cast burst on him because he's strong against it. Not to mention my burst is only level 2, so it's not going to do that much damage to him anyway. And now he has wall up, so I want one of those. He's out of MP. All right. I don't particularly care for seeds like this, and I'll be real with y'all. I'm not really a fan of the oops all owls flag, especially if it's owls. All right, glove orb, and ooh, that is required, so I have to keep that. Matter of fact, we are going to rope out and save. Yes, sir. We are going to save right now. Actually, hold on. We'll force the glove again. Alright, what do we got? Work gloves. Dragon int slow. Okay. I might just keep it there, honestly. Let me save again so I can keep these. Alright, we check mech 2. Alright, before I walk up there. At the very least, we can stun these things long enough to run past them. Okay, Luna level 2. Nice. You did. Nope. All right, now you did. All right, so now at least we have a way to deal with these owls. I mean, some silencers are going to get through. That's typical. All right, bow orb, bow orb. No thanks. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go to ruins. Let's go to ruins. I don't think we're going to get a good time on this seed. I'm calling it right now. I can't stop them. Okay, there's that. Uh, I can't get past them. Yeah, I tried to get past them before Sprite took MP damage from the cloud there, but I couldn't. All right, boom orb. I got blocked. I got creep blocked. It didn't target you. That's just nice. Silence doesn't take effect until like after 2 seconds pass or some crap. It's so annoying. Yeah, now my damn Sprite is silenced. This is not a fun seed. This seed is absolutely awful. I have to kill these. Oh, I did get silence back there. Of course I did. I mean, there's really not much else to say about this seed. Okay, hold on. I need to free the boy. Oh, never mind. Just the fact that I had to constantly switch characters just to move. Otherwise, I get locked down by the owls. All right, we finally made it. You should be dead. Yep. I'll be honest, this is one of the worst seeds I've played in quite some time. It's just the fact that you can't get through areas quickly because of silence. Constantly have to switch between characters. Okay, there's our flaming drum. That's good. We do want to check Vampire just in case there's something back here. Light seed beyond the Pure Lands bushes. Okay. Hopefully that's not relevant, but we'll see. You're a moon element, aren't you? Yeah. I gotta drain more. I imagine a lot of the runners are going to hate this seed. Level 13. Okay, Spear Orb, Glove Orb. Alright, nothing there, unfortunately. We did get our Flaming Drum, though, so we're going to go ahead and take to the skies here. Most likely, we're going to grab the rest of our freebies. But before we do that, we're going to drop into Grand Palace here. We're going to check and see what else we need. Let me kill this guy first. Sprite, you had one job, dude. You had one job, and you couldn't even do that. I was on the right side the whole time. All right. Let's see what we got here. That's an Undini orb. Can't do that. That's a Luna orb. We can do that. Right now, we're just gathering information. I don't think that silence got through. I hope it didn't. Dryad. Okay. So Dryad's required as well. Alright, so what's left? Salamander, Shade. Oh, we can't do that, so Salamander, Shade, Lumina. I think that's it. Gnome and Sulfur aren't required. God dang it. Freaking silence. Alright, Axe Orb. That's a Dryad Orb as well. Okay. And we can't do this out, right? No. Alright, so looks like Dryad, Luna, Undini so far. There could be more. That's required. We have the gold key, we have the sea hair tail, we have 2 seeds still. I think right now we go for freebies. Let's drop out Matango. Grab this item. Ooh, the axe in Matango. That's actually pretty brutal. Considering we need the axe to get to Matango without the flamey drum anyway. So now we have a cutting weapon. Okay. I think the best thing we can do right now is look for hints. We know Undini's required. But what we don't know is if Salamander, Shade, or Lumina are required as well. I think what we do, we can turn to the Sea Hair Tail while I'm over here. Okay, Sea Hair Tail gets us the Fire Seed. Okay, Fire Seed's nice, but we don't need to turn that in since we know what's at the pedestal already. So with that said, I think we go Turtle Isle into Mandala, grab some hints, see what else we can learn. And hopefully we can find the girl in the process because she would be a massive help right now, if I can find her. The axe also opens up Dark Palace too, which is nice. We might check those too. Nah. There are only 3 defense stronger than what I have right now, so they're not worth the 1,200 bucks. Let's see what we got. Okay, Mech 3 is a weapon orb. Under the Sea for Undini. Okay, so we know what she is. Not needed known. We already know that. Okay, Moogle Belt late. Nothing. Nothing. And nothing. Okay, so Huh. Undini under the sea. We have the axe. I might just go straight there. I might just go straight there. But before we do, we'll make these 2 checks real quick. Oh, this axe is earth element. Must be petrified, that guy. Alright, that's pretty cool. Damn, silence. And then my spider silence. Thank you, game. Yeah, I think I'll just go straight to Sunken City here. At least to get Undini. I mean... Alright, Bow Orb. The problem is we don't know what else is required. Because there could be more. Go ahead and open that up just in case. I already know I'm not getting a good time for this seed. There's just no way. It is a spear. So nothing important there, unfortunately. I guess I could climb the mountain, I guess. I hit you. I legit hit you. Nope. This seed is aggravating. Alright, not needed known, we already know. Axe, upper limb, we already got that. Okay. I'm honestly just gonna go Sunken City here. Ooh, Shade is in a chest too. I just realized that. Got him. Hit this. Nice. Alright, hopefully Undini is right here. No. Okay, so we gotta go inside. We know she's here. Oh. So aggravating. Ow. Yeah, you saw he crit me right there for 32 damage. That's why we don't want to let these guys flap all over us for too long. Okay. Oh, 92. Is he Dryad element? No way, right? Oh, he's out of MP. Alright, he's dead. Those burst spells weren't doing a lot. Barely 200 damage. Alright, level 14. Boom orb. Okay, there's Undini. Good. I think I just rope out. We have to check now. Why didn't you get targeted on that? Now we have to check and see. That first room we saw was an Undini room. Okay. We triggered the one to the left already. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I honestly don't care if I get a good time on this seat. I just want it over and done with. I really do. I want it over and done with. I can't move. I literally can't move. Please. No! Freaking silence is so annoying. Oh my god. Okay, I think we triggered this already. Yeah, we did, because it was Dryad. I walked over too far. I could have avoided that silence. We triggered this one too. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay. I think we triggered 5 rooms so far. I think. Or we gotta get this room over here, I think. Or we gotta see what it is. Houdini. Oh, brother. Please don't tell me we're in go mode. I really hope we're not in go mode. This is one of those situations where I hope I'm not in go mode because we are really not prepared for Mana Beast. I have to go around. I don't have a a ranged weapon. I can't. Oh, they silenced my foot. Nice. I guess I'll just have to spam freeze on him. Oh no. We actually are in go mode. Where'd you come from? Please just let me go. I have to cast here. All right. Wait, what element are you? Are you water? You gotta be water, right? No, you're not. Is that the 230 tone? He's Dryad element. Because I think this was the same boss we saw at Hydra Spot. That guy's Dryad element. Huh. Interesting. He don't look Dryad element to me. He looks like he was water element. Okay. Alright, I guess what I have to do is just try to push through. I mean, we don't have Shade, unfortunately. Shade's in a chest, though, but who knows where he is at this point. Let me see. Are you... Luna element by chance? No. Oh. Whatever he was, he's dead. Alright, so what am I doing against Mana Beast? I guess I have to cast Freeze. I don't have the girl, so I can't use Mana Magic. Boom Orb. Wind Seed. Okay, that'll help a bit, actually. That'll definitely help a bit. Snake. He's Luna element. Yeah, he's Luna element. Let me try that again. I think he's Luna element. Yeah, he is. Alright, I got a walnut. Balloon. Nope. Cast one more. There we go. Alright, Jav Orb, Spears Orb. Okay, let's see how much money we have. 13K, holy moly. Alright. I am gonna stop by shop. We're gonna fill up on walnuts. I'm gonna try to upgrade armor too. Let's see, Spite has what? Circlet, Golem Ring, and Chain Vest. I haven't seen anything better. I don't think. Oh wait, no. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. We saw Golden Vest in one of these shops here, I think. At this point, I should probably just go for Ruby Vest, but that's alright. We'll get 2 of these. Sprite has Circlet, Boy has Tiger Cap, and Golem Ring. I think we should be fine. I hope. Yeah, I hope we should be okay. I'm going to refill on walnuts too while I'm at it. Yeah. I'm hoping that Freeze will get me through Mana Beast, but I'm not sure. It might be able to. We're just gonna fill up on those. Fill up on those. We'll get some chocolates too. Ooh, that's nice. That's even better. Can I get that? I don't think I could get that. Oh, now I can't. Because I bought those walnuts, now I can't get it. No. 732. No, I'm 400 short. Damn. That's fine. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have filled up on walnuts there. That's alright though. I think we'll be okay. Alright, Undini. I gotta put you to work, baby girl, because I think you're gonna be the only way I get past Mana Beast this seed. Because we don't have Shade. We know Shade's in a chest, but we don't know what chest. Shade could be in Witch's Castle, could be in Ice Palace. Could be Fire Palace. We don't know where the hell Shade is. So I'm just going to try to push through. I need to level her up though. Getting silenced. Nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna try to stun as many as I can, so I don't get silenced. Well, to prevent as many silences as possible. That's what I mean. I don't think that goes off, right? No. Yeah, that one's gonna go off, unfortunately. Kill this guy. Tapicalo? Yeah. Hmm. You know what would really tilt me right now is if the girl is sitting up here in the Mana Fortress. Okay, there's that. Get down here. All right, dress line. Let's see. Probably gonna have to burst my way through this. Again, we don't have shade. All right, that ain't bad. Ah, come on. Uh. You should be dead after this. Should be. Yeah. I swear, if Primm is sitting right here, I'm going to be a very unhappy person. Okay, good. Alright. I'm gonna prep a magic absorb here because there's 3 hours waiting on me up here. Yep. I didn't target him, unfortunately. Freaking owls. I hate these things. I hit you. I hit you. I hit you. All right, we made it. No, don't go back in there. Do not go back in there. Hey, Silas. Okay, watermelon. Are you wind element? You might be wind element. Yeah. Hey, you ain't dead after that? There we go. All right. Let me see. Mana Beast, I think I have no choice but to cast Freeze here because we don't have Shade, we don't have the girl, we can't use Mana Magic. Our weapons aren't exactly the best right now. Are you full? Not quite, but it's good enough. Alright, so let's do this. See how this goes. Too early. About 500. That's not bad. I think this will work. I gotta cast a bunch of them though. So that was what, 7 free spells? 32? What now? The hell did you do 32 damage off of 7 spells? All right, that's better. Okay. We're fine. Um, I think at 4 MP, I'm throwing in an energy absorb here. Get Sprite's health back, or some of it. Yeah, I'm gonna throw one of these in. Oh, never mind. It drained for a freaking 1. Oh, I did not mean to cast that. I think we might be boned here. Yeah, we might be boned here. We have to get as many spells off as we can before he casts wall. Because I might have to come up with some interesting tactics in order to get that wall off of him. And at level 30, I think his wall is going to be like level 3. Maybe 2. Might be 2. 2 or 3. Just in time. Gotta make sure we pay attention to his wall level. I'm thinking it's 3. I'm thinking it's 3. It's 3. I thought so. All right, so here's what we do. We have to wait it out. All right, so level 3 wall is, I think, 4 charges. So let's do this. 1, 2. I think I just cast Magic Absorb, honestly. 3. Yeah, I have to do some unorthodox tactics here to get past this fight. There's nothing else I can do, honestly. Should be... It should be all. Yeah, it should be all. Oh no, that's it right there. I'm not gonna get a chance to cast here. Yeah. Okay, let him charge first. I have to get those charges off of him. It's always reflected back on the freaking sprite. Yeah, I think we're screwed because we can't get his charges off of him in time. And I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me see something here. Do we have a moon weapon somewhere? That's definitely not gonna help. Guess I could try using the whip here. Okay, that loosened beams on spread. I need to heal too. There we go. Woo! Oh my god. This seed was an absolute dumpster fire, which I kind of figured it would be. Jeez. I'm really glad this seed is over with. I hated this seed with a passion. All right, 139.08. Like I said earlier, I absolutely do not care about my time on this seed. I just wanted this seed over and done with. Yeah, so owls are one of the worst enemies in the game, as we all know. It's not really about the fact that the seed was flooded with owls. I mean, we do have ways to get ways to deal with them, which I did not execute to the fullest, and I'll be honest with that. I really was kind of careless at points with those owls, but that's just, you know, that's just one thing. But I think what really hurt this seed was the fact that we did not find the girl, nor did we find Shade. I think that was those two hurt really bad. Shade, we got a hint saying that Shade was in a chest, but we never found him like during our run. So Shade probably is sitting somewhere like Witch's Castle or probably Ice Palace. What other chests were there that we didn't check? We checked all the chests in Empire. We checked the Grand Palace chest. We checked the Sunken City chest. So I'm assuming that Shade is sitting in one of those two spots, either in Ice Palace or at Witch's Castle. So, and to be honest, if Shade was sitting at Ice Palace, I honestly, I don't know. I'm just tilted. This seat really tilted me. If Shade is sitting at Ice Palace, I could have legit got him. But I felt as though I really didn't need to go in there because once we got the Flamey Drum, I'm thinking, okay, I need to check Grand Palace. I need to check to see what else we need so we can get through the seed. So I was kind of focused on that and focused on getting more hints to see if we can learn anything, and we did. We did learn that Undine was at Sunken City, so I went and chased her down. We got her from Hydra Spot, and then I decided to step into Grand Palace to see if any of Salamander or Shade or Lumina were required. And that's why I was saying when I was going through there the second time, when I was saying, I hope I'm not in go mode, because if I am, we're going to have issues against Mana Beast. And that's exactly what happened. Because we have no shade, we have no girl, so we can't cast mana magic. And our weapons are not where they need to be. So we're going to have a rough time against Mana Beast. And that's exactly what happened. So I figured, okay, let's just cast as many free spells as we can before he puts up wall. Level 3 wall reflects a total of 5 spells. It is not easy to remove his spell charges with the sprite, because those reflective spells, obviously, there's a 50-50 chance that they'll be reflected back onto the sprite. So we can't really do anything about it. And not to mention, we kind of didn't have the right elementals to do that. We didn't have, if you want to remove spell charges with the sprite, you kind of want to have like Gnome for speed down, so you know you don't take damage. Sylphid for silence maybe. Or you want to have Shade just to flat out remove the wall in the first place. The worst elements to use when you're trying to remove spell charges from enemies are Dryad or Sleep Flower, if you don't have Ivy Amulet. Anything from Houdini, anything from Salamander, and anything from Luna. So when it came down to it, I tried to remove spell charges, but it wasn't working out that well. So the only thing we could do against that Mana Beast fight was to use the whip. It had dragon damage and it had strength on it, and it was level 2. So that's pretty much the only option I had left. Because we honestly can't cast any more spells because of wall. A lot of folks say that wall is, you know, kind of a useless spell. I honestly don't think it is. To be real, wall would have been a godsend this seed because of the owls. Wall would have been a godsend. That's why I was saying in the beginning, okay, I hope I start with Primm, because if I start with Primm and we find Dryad somewhere down the line, which we did, then we can cast the wall spell, and then these owls won't be an issue, because once wall gets to, say, level 2, then it doesn't matter if you run across like 3 owls at the same time, like in a small room or something like that, you run across 3 owls. All of those silent spells will be blocked, or reflected rather. So that's why I say the wall spell would have been a godsend on this seed. But unfortunately, we did not find the girl, nor did we start with her. So that's one of the reasons why this seed was really annoying, because we didn't have Primm. The second reason is obviously the owls, silences everywhere, and like I said earlier, there are ways to prevent their silent spells, but it involves you going slower. If you know where enemies spawn, and you can prevent their initial silent spell where they start on the ground and they rise up, they will almost immediately cast silence. Well, almost always cast silence, I should say. But you can avoid that by not putting the owl on the screen, not having the owl fully on screen. Like if you can just see the owl's shadow, it won't cast silence, not right away anyway. That's one of the ways you can avoid it. Another way you can avoid silence is obviously by hitting them before they get the chance to, or killing them before they get the chance to. Sometimes that doesn't work depending on where the owl is positioned. If it's far away from your character, there is a 0% chance you can avoid it. So you just have to eat the silence spell. You can also, you know, crowd control them with weapons, with engulf on them, or stun on them. Those are also good to use. Earth element weapons can usually one or two shot them. Those are good to use. Casting spells on them as you enter the room. That's why I was casting a bunch of magic absorb spells through dungeons, is to actually freeze them in place so they won't cast silence, and so I can actually run by them without getting caught. Because once you're caught by an owl, it is going to flap all over you and keep you in block animation, and you can't move. You literally cannot move. If your defense is low enough, you will take damage from all those flaps, and sometimes they can crit and they can just flat out kill you, which obviously you don't want to happen. So the main thing is with owls, you don't want them, getting, start flapping all over you and attacking you. And unfortunately, that did happen a few times during the seed, which sometimes you just can't avoid it. The other issue with casting spells on them is, well, especially casting spells on them off screen, is you may not hit the right target, and that happened several times as well, where I did not target an owl that was off screen or an owl that just spawned on screen. Then you're going to eat a silent spell. And the way that works is the owls will almost always target your lead character, which is usually the boy. Uh, Sometimes they may cast a second silent spell targeting your other character, in this case the sprite, and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's why we had to switch characters so much, because the boy was almost always getting targeted by silence, and then once they cast their silence spell, they will rush over to you and start flapping all over you, and you cannot move. That's why you want to switch to your other character, so you have some sort of control and not get locked down. So yeah, but anywho, this seed was an absolute dumpster fire. Unfortunately, there was really no way to make this seed easier. I mean, like I said, Shade is somewhere in a chest. If he's sitting in Ice Palace, I mean, I don't know. I, honestly, I don't think that's the play. Like going getting after getting the flamey drum, I don't think you go check freebies. I really don't. But that's just me though. That's just me. I feel as though the play immediately after getting the flamey drum, I think the play is to go get information and find out what else is required for Grand Palace. I mean that's just me though. Yeah, I can see other players like going for other freebies, sure, which I don't know if that's the right call, because if Shade was sitting at Witch's Castle, then that would have been awful for one thing, and two, it would have been way out of the way. However, if Shade is sitting in the Ice Palace, then sitting in that Ice Palace chest, then I could kind of see runners going for that after Flammy Drum. But yeah, I don't know. This was. I'm not gonna say this was a tough seed. It was tough in a way, but um, it was an annoying seed, and it was an annoying seed not just because of the owls or the owls being everywhere, but it was an annoying seed because we really didn't have good methods, good ways of preventing silence. That's all that is. Like I said, we didn't have the girl, unfortunately. Uh, The girl would have been absolutely massive this seed, but we never found her. She could have been locked out for all we know, because, allowed locked items is on. But anywho, this was one of those seeds where we really didn't do that well. Anywho, 139.08 is our time. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, I guess. I mean, I don't like this time, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. considering what we had to deal with. Yeah, so one other runner has completed the seed so far. They got a 142.25, so we're not that far in first place. But again, we're early, so the other runners haven't completed the seed yet. I'm pretty sure that someone is going to, beat that time. I'm almost positive. I'm expecting it actually. We simply didn't play that well during the seed, and that Mana Beast fight was just atrocious. But there was really nothing else I could do. I mean, when you don't have Shade and you don't have the girl for Mana Magic, you pretty much have to rely on weapons. Thank goodness we had that whip at level 2. And thank goodness we had a level 4 Undini and 16 MP and Luna. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This was one of those seeds where, we leave it in the dust and we don't talk about it ever again. All right, anywho, that was the seed of the week number 214, 139.04. Oh, 08, I'm sorry. 139.08 was our time. Um, yeah, I I can imagine the other runners, throwing expletives at this seed, which they have every right to. Um, I can see other runners getting frustrated with this seed, which they have every right to, because you have to deal with these godforsaken owls for the whole seed. And it's just flat out aggravating. Honestly, I'm not a fan, and I think I mentioned this earlier, but I am not a fan of the Oops All Owls flag, especially when it rolls owls. Um, I don't know. It's just certain enemies under this flag set, under that flag, they're just annoying to deal with. They really are. All right. So with that said, I will see y'all next time.